So I'm joined by Alex today from Corteva. Tell me all about yourself, Alex, and what you guys do.
I'm the marketing manager at Corteva Agriscience UK. So we are a crop protection and seeds company. We're a research and development company. We discover new products, bring them to market. We've got a pipeline of products coming through. And then on the seed side, we're a breeder under our Pioneer brand, and we supply oilseed rape and maize seed in the UK alongside silage inoculants.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, it's crop plot day. So let's talk about your crop plot. What have you got going on there?
Yeah, so on our crop plots, we've got some of our new oilseed rape varieties. We have names that are PT303, PT312, and PT315. They're newish oilseed rape varieties. They're looking great. No flea beetle damage. And they also demonstrate our herbicides working really well.
Yeah.
We've got a really good wheat plot where we're demonstrating our herbicides and our fungicides, treating it with a herbicide we launched last year, which covers grass weeds as well as some broadleaf weeds. And then we've got our fungicide that will be applied later on at a T2 timing. But the plots are looking great, so we're really pleased and we're looking forward to showing them off.
Fantastic. So Jonathan's in the good books then?
Definitely, he always
good.
is.
Good.
We've been doing cereals for over 20 years, and
wow.
we've benefited very much in the last few years from his expertise. We've really seen a decent recovery. Obviously, the 25 crop was one of the smallest that there has been really for many years.
Right.
Then we saw people planting and a good recovery, and the government data on it, the HDB data, says over 300,000 hectares. So a good recovery for that crop. And yeah, it's looking great. The flea beetle pressure just doesn't seem to be there. So hopefully something's happened to break the cycle. And, you know, it's a really important crop for farmers. It's a really key break. It's very good for the soil structure. And, you know, financially as well, it's one of the crops that can still stack up.
Yeah.
So we're very hopeful. We're very involved with oilseed rape. We've been supporting the crop, supporting best practice on how to grow it, really wanting to make sure it comes back in a good way.
Yeah. You mentioned finances there. Obviously, that always is a bit of an issue with farming, something that we have to try and work around and be dynamic, make changes, put new plans in place. With everything that's going on at the moment, how are you guys trying to, you know, help clients with that really?
Yeah, so it is a real challenge. The economics of arable are not good, and we recognise that. At the same time, it's true that our products, you know, they protect the crop, they protect yield. So, you know, if you move away from using crop protection products, it's a false economy, because you could lose all of your yield, or, you know, a really significant chunk of it.
Yeah.
So we recognise it, but we still believe that, you know, our products, crop protection in general, is still a very key element of the economics. Now, let's hope it recovers. The wheat needs to be, you know, £220 a tonne at least.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that will come, but farmers are a resilient bunch in our view, and they take the long-term view, and we're hoping for better times.
Absolutely.
We've been through bad times before, and we've got through it.
Yeah. So looking forward, hoping for those better times.
Yeah.
What do you guys kind of want from that? We know, want from the farming industry. Okay. What are you hoping for in the future? Yeah,
so I think we'd like to see the sector just generally more prosperous and stack up. At the same time, for us as a company, we recognise that controlling pests, diseases and weeds, it's an arms race. It's a constant battle with resistance and so on. And as a company, we're there to innovate, to find new active ingredients that control these pests and diseases. And you take our fungicide range, you know, we launched back in 2021 a different mode of action for control of septoria in cereals, and now that's become a real key active in the use on wheat crops right across the UK, and it works complementing other modes of action from other manufacturers. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll keep going, keep trying to find these needles in a haystack when it comes to innovation, because that's what it's like. But we're a big global company. We've got the investment, we've got the discovery goals, and we're working to that.
Fantastic. Innovation, I mean, cereals is full of it, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
so much going on. And coming from east to west, some new faces hopefully, and the old. We want the old to come back, definitely.
Sure.
What's exciting for you guys about that and coming to a new space?
Yeah.
Well, it's not brand new, but we haven't been here for a very long time. So
Yeah. I think for us as a company, it's quite interesting because we have a fairly big portfolio in the grassland weed control area. So we're very close with livestock farmers anyway, and also our maize variety. So I think we'll feel pretty at home with it, but it'll be nice to have that slightly different audience. On our plot, we've got our newest maize variety, P68106, and this is a extra early maturity variety. So I think that'll be of interest to people. We've also got a plot of clover where we launched last year a clover safe herbicide, and so that might resonate with more people over here than perhaps it would in East Anglia.
Yeah. Oh,
So yeah, we're really looking forward to it all.
Fantastic. And obviously Corteva crop plots doing well. What else have we got going on the stand over cereals then?
So as a celebration, we've got, as I mentioned, Pioneer is part of the Corteva business, and that business is celebrating 100 years.
Oh,
so it started 100 years ago in the US, the Pioneer seed company, and since then it's been blazing a trail in maize genetics, but also in other oil crops, sunflowers, oilseed rape. So we're having a bit of a celebration for that, because not many businesses can say they've been around for 100 years, still innovating, still a leader in its field. So we've got some fun activities associated with that.
Wonderful, that sounds great. And on a personal note, what are you looking forward to the most then for cereals?
Yeah, so I've been coming to cereals for years, and you know, I just love the interaction, the time spent with farmers, agronomists. It's, for us, it's a bit of a shop window. It's a chance for people to see that, you know, there are people behind these companies, and we get a lot of interesting feedback, a lot of interesting comments. So we learn, and hopefully we give some good advice to the farmers and the agronomists as well. So yeah, it's an exhausting but fantastic 2 days for us.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.